What's going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode in my path to power. Before we get into the episode, if you guys are looking to pick up any MSP or PSN cards, make sure to check out thegamekeys.co.uk, or if FIFA coins are more your thing, check out justfifacoins.com. You can use the code Japes to get yourself a 5% discount on their instant delivery. So this is the team that I ended up going with. We've got Boateng, Benatia, and Leno at the back, completed with Carvajal and Moreno. Our midfield consists of Fabregas, Philipp Lahm, and Toni Kroos. Our front is Andre Schürrle, Mesut Ozil, and Gareth Bale, the young Gareth. And this is a team that I kind of modeled after the team of the year team that I've been using to do this team of the year cup, and I thought this would be a pretty comparable lineup, and it would be something that I would want to see. So we went into the instructions here, and I slowed it down so we can all see this. For the wingers in this formation, I go with stay forward, cut inside, get in behind, and then balanced crossing runs. And I think balanced crossing runs is really kind of the way to go. For my center forward, I just want him to stay central. I want him to be balanced though, coming forward and going back. And then the same on my right wing as on the left wing. Stay forward, cut inside, get in behind, and then balance crossing runs. For the midfield, it is balance, stick to position. For both of my CMs, that's what I found that I like. And then, of course, for my CDM, we're going to go with cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking. And that's really what it boils down to. So that's how this formation works out for me. And it's been working so far. I don't tell the left back and the right back to stay back like a lot of people tend to do when they keep wingers staying forward. But I went ahead and filled out my bench, searched for my first opponent in this Team of the Year Cup, which I will be spamming out. So if you guys would like to see, I know this is a long episode, but if you guys would be interested in seeing another maybe couple long episodes with cup runs, because you can get those untradeable cards, and I'm very hopeful. If you guys want to see that, make sure to drop a like or leave a comment and let me know what you think about the big episode. So this guy, 4-3-2-1, is basically my nemesis formation at this point in time. It is a problem for me, and I'm not sure exactly what it is about the formation that gives me such a hard time, but it just gives me problems. Now, this guy I didn't think had the greatest midfield. When you're playing Juan Mata as your central midfielder in a 3 midfielder set, I just think you're going to have a bad time because he does not offer anything defensively, and it was quite apparent that I was going to have a field day in the very middle of, with Ozil and with Lahm. It was going to be a very easy time. But we get a 2-0 lead quite early, and it's 49th minute now, just after the half. We're moving things forward. Philipp Lahm inside Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil was the surprise of this team. Absolutely brilliant at that center forward position. Now, he could use an increase to his finishing. I will say that. And I did not play a chemistry style on him because I wanted to see kind of how he went with just the basic style. And that's the way all of my attackers were right now, but I think I'll be adding possibly finisher to him just to increase his finishing and increase his physical attributes by just a little bit, because having a little bit of extra strength and stuff would not be a problem in that center forward spot. And realistically, adding 3 pace to go from like 75 to 78 or however you want to look at it just really isn't going to be that great of a benefit. There he is, nice finish though. This 2-star weak foot, I think is what it is. His weaker right foot to put it away in the 70th minute. 4-0 now. The score in this one, and this guy is going to end up rage quitting on out after I shamelessly watched the replay 3 times on that in a bit of disbelief that the right foot was that good. So we'll be moving on to the second round of the cup, and you can see I actually didn't really hold possession that well, and for the most part with this formation, I do a good job holding possession, but the way the game kind of played out, it was very much counterattack after counterattack because he was not covering the wings the way I think he needed to. His outside backs were overlapping a bit too much. This guy using Di Maria as a striker, pretty strong, looking 4-1-2-1-2 BPL side, though he does have John Terry in there, and I'm not sure if that's the best decision for Ultimate Team. I think for head-to-head, he's fine, and if you're a really disciplined defender, you can 100% get away with it. But you can see he makes a mistake right here, and that's an easy chip over the keeper for Ozil. If you guys remind me, well, I'll remind myself as well to show you guys the stats for these players after the games in this episode at the start of the next one, just to give you guys kind of an overall idea, a little bit of a summary of how they performed in their first few matches, because I did buy just about everyone in the squad, and I think everybody in the squad, for them other than maybe the keeper, is fresh, so they'll have the exact same amount of games played, which is always nice because it lets you know kind of how the squad as a whole is working out. But nice bit of hold-up play again from Ozil, not going to force it, finds an easy pass, Tony Cruz not going to force it again, overlap from Carvajal. This is what I'm talking about when getting your outside backs forward from time to time is wonderful in terms of keeping possession. Fabregas, easy bit of work to slip free on inside. That's the second goal of this one in the 11th minute, giving us a very, very nice start, and he makes another mistake again in the midfield, and Schürrle turns his defender, and he's just going to skip on free. Not quite. Taken out right there, but Ozil makes a nice little run to stay onside. Fabregas, brilliant pass, waiting for him to just recorrect a little bit, and he taps it by the keeper. And I said it before, I'll say it again. Ozil is very, very... I really, really like using him on this game. He's one of those players where it's kind of difficult to describe why he's great, but he's definitely doing the job for me at this point. He's got really nice work rates for the center forward spot as well. Medium attack, low defense, meaning that he might trail back a little bit, but not really. And he's not gonna try to rush forward and beat a back line to, kind of get into the space that you want your wingers to be into, because with the cut inside and get in behind from your wingers, you're almost playing this like a 4-1-2-1-2-ish formation, because you've got them cutting inside, almost acting like strikers. And when I play this false nine variation of the 4-3-3, I tend to look for wingers that I would be interested in playing in that striker position. I think Andre Schürrle and Gareth Bale are definitely two of those players that you would be happy to use as strikers. And there's been a lot of talk about 7 Chem Gareth Bale, especially at the start of the year. 7 Chem Gareth Bale being one of the best strikers in the game. So we're using him out wide though, and acting almost like a striker. This guy, pretty nice 4-1-2-1-2 BPL side again. He's got some boost cards, company Diego Costa, and that made me a little bit nervous because those guys are difficult enough to deal with anyways. It could be a bit more of a challenge if they have the boost card on them. But we managed to take it away in the 13th minute and get started on our attack. You can see Ozil checks back nicely. Gareth Bale, nice bit of hold-up play. Not going to rush it forward. Beats his man, sort of, but I didn't like any of my options. So we'll just go ahead and switch the pitch. Fabregas finds a nice pocket in the middle of the park. Again, not forcing it. And there's the overlap. Moreno helping keep possession. Philip Lahm checks back. And there's a brilliant little run from Ozil. Just a little shimmy to get him to stop the sprint at the near post and have to recorrect. And I knew as soon as he would stop that sprint and give me an opportunity to bang home with that's another goal with Ozil's right foot, which is pretty darn impressive for his weak foot rating. He's definitely kind of starring for us out there. The more I watch this back, the more I'm impressed. The only trouble, well, you guys won't see exactly some of the, well, yeah, you will. You'll see one of them where it was kind of like, if you only had better finishing, that probably would have gone in. But you can see 36 minute Gareth Bale skips on free. Just a brilliant spin to skip free inside. Gonna crush that one in at the near post. Might have caught a little bit of the top net, the best net on that, to give us a 2-0 lead, 37th minute, and we look to be well on our way into the final at this point in time. You could see I could pick out a few passes right there, but the near post finish is strong enough that I was happy to blast away. And if we're going into super speed after that, that means the rage quit is incoming, and that is exactly what happened. So another rage quit, and we are on into the final. This is a very, very good team that comes highly, highly recommended. And there are, you could use Hazard up there on the left if you wanted to. You could swap it over, play Ronaldo. There's a load of different variations that you could do by just swapping sides on this one, and it would work out brilliantly. Unfortunately, in the final, 4-3-2-1, that is a very good front line, and more importantly, Hugo Lloris in this game was beyond next level. I'll run through it towards the end, and it was really, really a frustrating game because he just made save after save after save. Nothing he could do on that one to prevent me from getting a 1-0 lead in just inside the 14th minute right there. But this guy plays a little short pass, and this is me hitting A straight forward. I could have played it back to Moreno, kept possession in a better spot, did not do it, gave up possession. That's a goal. That's a mistake that I can correct and prevent in the future. But this guy was pretty good with the sprint dribble, and while we took it away right there, Diego Costa just keeps his run going and gets it right back and is able to finish, I guess, brilliantly from that angle. I thought there wasn't going to be much in that one, but he gets it past my keeper. It's a little top net right there. It's only the best net, of course, if we score. So a little bit of frustration and getting sprinting free with Walcott, just terrible defending, and I end up taking him down. I tried to tap it just to nudge him off the ball, but Walcott was too fast, too strong for me to just nudge him straight away, and he gets free. Diego Costa now 55th minute going to bury this penalty, and that is 3-1. And the struggle, the problems, they're stacking up because Lloris was having a match, and every chance I felt I got, he was making some sort of a save, but he makes a mistake, gives away possession. Gareth Bale going to get on free, and that is a clinical finish into the bottom corner. So 67th minute now, 3-2. I believe in the comeback. And you can see when I say clinical, he is putting that where no keeper is getting it. And you can see I make a mistake again right here. Passing it straight forward, just put too much power on it, locked onto the wrong guy. Walcott going to make me pay. And at this point, the game is pretty much over. 4-2, only 15 minutes left on the game clock. Extremely frustrated, but we get a little lifeline from here. Nice bit of hold-up play from Özil, and that is not a great pass, but somehow Schürrle slips inside and just finishes, taps it over Lloris. So 4-3, 90th minute. If I could win it back quickly enough, I'd be in decent shape. I don't know what he's doing right there. What are you thinking? And Fabregas winding around in the midfield, finds Özil. Özil inside, and oh my God, that is the story of the game. That save from Lloris is... It's how it all went down. But sometimes you've got heroes, and sometimes they wear bright yellow goalkeeper jerseys. Leno is the man for the job on this one. We're going to watch some of these replays back. Show some love for the keeper up on the corner. He traps it, nods it up to himself, heads it home, gets us to 4-4, and we are going into extra time. I could not believe it. The keeper, the hero. I have never, ever, ever in all of my time on FIFA scored when the keeper has come up. You can see the stats right here, and I'll show you where my shots were from, just to give you an idea of how ridiculous Lloris is from. I'm the yellow there. They're all right in the middle of the area, and we'll go check out the saves on Lloris. You can see Leno has only made 4. Lloris, 14 freaking saves. Are you kidding me? Now, I don't know if that's down to my finishing not being great, and a lot of those shots might have been with Özil, in which case I would need to improve his finishing. But all the same, 14 freaking saves. Just unbelievable. Lovely pass, though, from Lahm inside to Schürrle. Schürrle going to wait for the overlap from Özil, and there's the finish we're looking for. Because he brought Lloris out, he was unable to even really get an effort off in trying to save that one. So 5-4 now, 100th minute of the match. And we've scored quite a few unanswered at this point. So 3 unanswered. He's trying to rush it forward now. Very, very panicky. And I did make a change. I went to team pressing when I went down and felt like things weren't going my way. And this formation works brilliantly with that. Gareth Bale skipping inside. Easy skill move to do. Not very complicated. Very, very effective. And one that I would highly recommend mastering from the... or highly recommend mastering and putting into good effect from the wing position in any of the 4-3-3 formations. So there it is, 6-4, 118th minute. This one is done and dusted. Probably one of the best comebacks that we've seen in Path to Power so far. So we managed to win the Team of the Year Cup, and I might need to get some different kits. I don't know. That was the only time that I wore those kits, and that was a struggle. So call me superstitious, but you just never know. You can see 2 goals from Özil, 2 goals from Bale, and assist for both of them, and man of the match goes to Mesut Özil. Almost 20 shots in that match, but we did come away with 6 goals. So we go get our free pack, and it is actually not too bad. And I only say it's, well, it's only not too bad. We get an inform that we are going to have a difficult time fitting into squads that would go for discard value anyway, but he's still an inform, and it's exciting to get one of those in a pack. So we're going to put him on the subs bench. I will undoubtedly put him in to a match at some point in time to test him out and give you guys a quick little review on him. But that's where we're going to come to a close in this episode. I'll go ahead and swap Atsu with the one that I have in my club. Send the other one to the transfer list because the one I just got is untradeable. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd be interested in any more of these hopefully successful cup runs later on today or into tomorrow, make sure to drop a like and let me know. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.